Hello and welcome to Capricorn Makes. I'm Stacy and oh my gosh, I've been up to my eyeballs in costuming things for my friend, and it's been such a busy week. It's been a lot of fun though, and part of what I've been doing sort of as like little reward sewing is working on some of my doll clothes, both to just sort of take a break from like the seriousness of, you know, sewing a human commission for somebody else, and just like so I'm actually getting that mental break, because having to stay focused on something like that can be a little challenging. I'm fried. But I wanted to make a video. I've been wanting to make a video for like a week now. But I was like, oh, well, I'll wait for this or I'll wait for that, or I don't know why I worry about waiting for things. I should just come on and hang out because it's really fun. But anyway, so one of the things that I did was I started a pair of pants for Thasian, and I really love the way they fit. Oh my god, they're so nice. They're not finalized by any way, shape, or form. Like, this was just a flat pattern test that I was doing. Like, they're not seamed, there's nothing. Like, I have like you know, a basic waistline and, you know, a basic length. And of course, when I cut them out, I was like, wow, these are going to be way too long. But no, this is the man with all the legs. So they are actually slightly too short when he's sitting down. They're a pretty good length when he's standing up, but of course you need that extra room when they sit, so you don't get the plumage crack. But look, they're just like if he's sitting and his knees are bent, you know, he's got some serious high water things going on. And now there's a little bit of adjustment that I can make to make that not happen, but yeah, it's happening. But I like, as far as like a first test pattern fit, I'm actually quite pleased with the results. And bolstered by that, the very next thing I did was turn around and make a little pair of pants for Noe. And these are both stretch denim from my old pants, which gives them a lot of room. They're pretty forgiving. They're just a basic leggings pattern, essentially. And then I turned around and did another pair with more room in them, because this is not stretch. This is actually some offcuts from the costume that I'm doing. And then I did her a little tiny basic bat-winged t-shirt. Now, this was just a test. This isn't quite the shape that I was going for, but I still do like it as a little piece of clothing. And this was the first thing that I was trying for her, and just as a basic piece of clothing, I think it's quite fine. But I know, none of that. But I am quite pleased with it, just as a little piece, even though it wasn't quite what I wanted. The shape changes won't be that big of a deal when I get around to it. Gosh, she's just not nearly as easy to hold as the big doll is. Let's see, what else? So I am running late because I have, you know, obligations, like working obligations that I'm doing. But I did pick up some, this is cellulose rayon raffia, to do the triredo wig with, which this is, you know, supposedly ended yesterday, day before yesterday, something like that. But nobody's keeping count. I am planning on doing it. This is what I'm going to use. There, that's better. Like, it's not going to focus, but you can see, like, it's varying shades of purple, and it's not, unlike normal raffia, this stuff is really, really, really soft. It's not crunchy at all. So I think the texture is going to be quite interesting. I have a couple of designs in mind, but we'll see how that actually works at the scale that I'm doing. I do have some other news, not a lot. Oh, yes. So, I did end up ordering a Larina head from Doll in Mind. They had their event sale on, and the reason I didn't buy it the first time is because I was like, I don't know, I don't know. The reason I didn't buy it the second time that I was looking at them, that they became available again, was because I realized that I really wanted the closed eye version of the Larina head. And then when I was going through, I spent about 3.5 hours probably flicking through owner pictures and everything. And I decided that in the end, what I did actually want was an open-eyed Larina. Not that I will turn down a closed-eye Larina if one comes into my life in the future, but for right now, I believe the sorts of things that I want to do, just playing around with that particular sculpt, are more accurately represented by an open-eyed sculpt. So, so I have another head coming. It'll be interesting to see who gets here first, Thassian's head from Universe Doll or the Larina head, who I suspect will become Delaney in Anthem's story, she's another android, but she is a seer or a fortune teller. And so that we'll see how that all develops. And for right now, like ultimately she will get either a Doll Leaves body or a long sole, like the new 1/4 scale bodies. But for now, she will just be she will take over, because I got it in white skin. She'll take over this little Doll body for now. And this will just get I'll make another bust stand like I did for Anthem. And she will just, body share. Body sharing is fun. But yes, so I'm pleased with what's going on. I have actually had a couple of people be like, "Are you okay? Are you like alive and stuff? We haven't heard anything from you for days and days and days." Which, I'm like, it's not that long, but I had a couple people asking after me, so I figured, yes, I'm still here. I'll post some things. I haven't had time to set up and take doll photos. I haven't had time to do pretty much anything at all. It's just helter-skelter on this costume commission, which needs to be done by the end of Friday. So, and I'm on track. I had to take a couple of personal days that I had planned on working that I didn't end up working because I wasn't feeling well, which is okay because I had that built into my schedule. I had days off like that built into my time schedule. I was hoping to be done with everything by tonight, but it looks like I will be finished like tomorrow evening or like in 2 or 3 days. Like I'll be fine with a few days to spare before it's actually has to be done. Which it's all going really well. She was here for fitting last night, and everything's fitting pretty well. I have to make a couple of adjustments, and she's really happy with all of it. So that's, as an artist and a maker, that's kind of all you really want. But yes, so I have to get back to it. There are a couple things I want to do before bed tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.